Okay, y'all. Welcome to the last video of Andy with a Y. I started making these videos January 1st of 2025 because I left my job in college admissions, which, by the way, college admissions is a scam. I said that in an earlier video, but it's very true. I left my job so I could so I could be an artist full time, and girl, it did not take off the way I wanted it to, and it was very frustrating. I felt very angry at the people around me when they did not support the work that I was putting out into the world. Let me share something with y'all. Okay, so I am 100% certain 5 years down the line, I'm the world famous poet superstar. I already am right now, but everybody will know about it eventually. And people will come back and watch these videos, and I want to let the people who are watching this in the future know, girl, when I started out, some of my really close friends supported me, but in general, people did not give a fuck. And it's not that people didn't give a fuck, like, I know that. It's just that, like, when you are exceptional, as I am, you cannot expect other people to be exceptional. I give people their flowers. I'm vocal about my love. I'm vocal about when people inspire me. Other people are not really about that. And sometimes, in our world today, and trust me, our world today, people are so emotionally dysregulated. People are so unable to see the forest for the trees. People are so just fucked up and nasty and messy, so inhuman, that they can't even see and understand that, like, that they take inspiration from what I do. And it's very sad, and I just keep going anyway because, let me give you some examples. I had matched with this guy on Tinder whenever I was in college, and like we were like kind of acquaintances, not super close friends, but we we could pick up where we left off. And last summer, or really last spring, when I started like posting my videos and being like, no, let me own my spark in front of the world, girl, he stopped fucking with me. And that really is the fucking tea, because he was somebody who, like, he was an Aries, so he wanted to like gas himself up and be like, I'm a superstar. And by the way, if you see this person, if you're watching this, you are a superstar. We live in a world today where, people either have to hide their spark because they feel nobody will support it, or people will have to show their spark off to the world in a way where they can only feel like it's valid when other people are not owning their spark. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've, like, somebody else who, girl, I could go on and on. I'm not trying to be negative. People have all different kinds of reactions. It's annoying and frustrating. The work is what matters. And I've put so much work into sharing my wisdom with the world. Girl, I keep touching my face because I'm wearing makeup, if you can't tell. Girl, listen. I've been put through my paces. I have read the books. Dostoevsky, Pushkin, Basho, Shakespeare, Cervantes, Morrison, Homer, oh my god, what was that guy's name? Boethius, Dante, Virgil, I could go on and on. I've read these people. Bitch, I know the traditions around the world. And I've done the praying, and I've done the meditating, blah, blah, blah. I get mad about it because I'm like, ain't nobody else doing this shit. I get mad because I want people to see the spark in me. And I want them to be able to take the warmth that I want to give and the wisdom I want to give. And sometimes you just have to accept, if you're a creative out there, listen up. Sometimes you just have to accept that you are going to be creating stuff that people are not ready to hear. You are going to be putting stuff out into the world that will challenge people and kill their egos a little bit. And they might stop fucking with you until you get famous, in which time they'll come back into your life. All this stuff can happen, and the work is what matters the most. And I really do love the work. My Venus, my sign of my planet of art, is in Virgo, which is actually not a good planet for it to be in, but it's at 0 degrees. I love astrology. That would have been one of the videos, but had this not come to an end. You know, I could ramble on and on. The point I'm trying to make is, goodbye everybody. I made these videos for 2 months. I hit about 50 videos, and I said, listen, Andrew, you know, not only is the writing on the wall, this is not going to be something that will make me money, which I needed to make in order to live. It's just not appropriate for me as an artist. Would y'all want to see Beyonce, who, if you're watching this 50 years down the line, maybe people don't remember her, but you remember me? No tea, just saying. Please don't come for me. Beyonce is this like superstar in our time. And one reason why she's a superstar is because she doesn't talk directly to the public. And I'm in that same vein. People do not want to see me be so direct. It's just not in keeping with the energy and the vibe that I put out into the world. It's better, I realized, for these videos to be an act of creation that is limited to a specific moment, like making a movie or a book, and letting it rest, letting it be, and then, you know, letting people come to it when they are ready for it. You know, as I'm saying this, it's kind of interesting because I was always very afraid to create in the public eye, to create in front of people, because it felt too vulnerable. And I realized that I've created a whole thing in front of people. You know, that's what these videos were about. So even if, you know, girl, I know that I'm gonna be the world famous poet superstar that I was born to be. Already am. People just have to catch up. And even if nobody watches these videos, you know, months, years, decades, centuries down the line, it was worth it to be able to create on a public platform, not knowing where things were going to end up, and still keep going anyway. There's so much, you know, that I could talk about, like the list that I have of like why whatever. Why I'm a better artist than you. I didn't put that one out there because I thought it would be like too arrogant, but it's true. I'm a better artist. No tea. I mean, I love all artists, but girl, let's call a spade a spade. Why worldly ambition is not evil. You would expect that statement, that worldly ambition is not evil, from somebody who says that they're a better artist than you. The ego. Why poetry is the hardest art form. Why David Foster Wallace was wrong. There's a line from the movie Metropolis, which is this old black and white silent movie, and it's all about this dystopia. There's a line in the movie. I watched it whenever I went to Paris to win back an ex of mine. You'll have to read about that in my memoirs. We watched the movie Metropolis together, and there's a line that goes, "A mind like yours should be able to forget." I understand David Foster Wallace's suicide. I really do. But he was not able to break through to the other side. He was not able to understand that a mind like his, a soul like his, should be able to heal. That's an important lesson. Why yoga is the greatest gift. A friend of mine introduced me to yoga. Artists, everybody out there, you need to be physical and you need to connect it to your spiritual journey. It's necessary. Don't let yourself be like I know people who are like, they don't want to be physical because they see themselves as like the nerdy, artistic, dweeby, anti-jock, and that being physical is for like the cool, athletic people. No, baby, like everybody needs to be physical. Yeah, why I hated college. I went to Princeton University. It was terrible. Oh, it was terrible. Listen, why I love cats. My cat died before I could make that video. um, why being an artist is about discovering your inner child, self-explanatory. Why I'm getting my hole sugared. I'm a bottom. I'm gay. And I love being a bottom. And I was gonna make a video about like why I'm getting my little boy hole hair free, but hey, that's that's not as important as like all the spiritual stuff. So had to go by the wayside. Why Kanye West needs to meet me. Kanye West needs to meet me because he is somebody who is very similar to me in terms of what he was put on this earth to do, but he has really allowed the material world to tear him down. And it's not easy for black men out in the world. It's easier for me as a white person in our society that's been shaped by white supremacy to escape some of those pressures, some of those, negative forces. So I really do think that Kanye West needs a friend like me, But, I have so many different wisdoms, so many different truths that I could share with the world. But the time has come for this to end. I might do it again, years down the line. I don't anticipate it, but never say never. It's been a joy to discover my vulnerability on camera. It's been a joy to speak with all of you. And, for everybody out there, I made a video that I don't think I'll share with the world about how angry I felt with my friends for not supporting this work in real time. I think I felt so angry because it made me feel the way I felt with my parents, my father especially. It made me feel like my friends just want me to make them feel loved instead of actually trying to meet me and get to know what I'm about and understand me. And I don't want to put that video out in the world because it's like I always say at the end of these videos, I will always love you, Whether you're watching this 2 weeks after it comes out or 5 years and you know me in real life or you don't know me in real life or whatever, the point of me having done this is to express that soul path that I'm on. And that expression, that creativity is not just a masturbatory, everybody doesn't understand me and I'm a world famous poet superstar and I'm better than everybody. It's not the point. I want you to get my wisdom, whether you're doing it now, which none of my friends in life did, but that's okay. I'm not bitter about it. I want everybody to get my love and get my wisdom, whether we're friends or not, or you're in my life or you're not. I will truly always love you, whether you can see me for where I am and you put all this energy into trying to meet me, or you don't and you're just living your life. As a superstar, I do feel it's my duty to keep a broad perspective. I could go on and on. I love talking to you, but the new chapter, the greater world, as Wallace Stevens puts it, the last largeness, as William Blake puts it, the painted birds, or Conversely, as he puts it, the invisible worm, it's calling me, so I have to go now. My name is Andrew Ty, world famous poet superstar, and I will always love you.